Y'all crazy. I'm just telling you, this game comes down to this right here.
I'm not with you. Yeah, we're taking a recording.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So
Yeah, see you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
He makes all the money doing it. And the business model that he put out there, it doesn't necessarily work for everyone. Okay. But it's a business model. These fighters aspire to be great, but they also aspire to make us money.
Leonard Ellerbe allegedly revealed that Floyd Mayweather could face arrest over a $42 million scam. He noted that not all business ventures succeed, admitting things don't always go as planned. Ellerbe reportedly suggested Mayweather is focused on making money from every possible platform, regardless of the risks or consequences involved.
And the business model that he put out there, it doesn't necessarily work for everyone. Okay. But it's a business model. These fighters aspire to be great, but they also aspire to make us money.
At nearly 50, Floyd Mayweather continues flaunting his wealth on social media. Critics claim this constant show of affluence is driving him toward financial ruin. Many believe his habit of showcasing every lavish purchase and success only accelerates his downfall, with some even predicting he'll eventually go broke despite his fortune.
They kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old. I feel like almost 50 and still gotta flex on social media. But, people on social media do what they do best, especially black people. Try to tear each other down. So people start researching, Angela start researching, and they found out that Floyd was capping. Now, Floyd is part of like some type of ownership group. They got a part of it. Then you got 50. They just passing these kids through. So it's a lot of stuff to worry about. But people online seeing what Floyd did or didn't buy, I just find it weird on his end that you still feel like you gotta announce every move on social media. And that's his biggest reason why he going broke and why he gonna be broke. He want to keep up with the Joneses. At some point, even Bill Gates really never did that lifestyle with Steve. At some point, they scale it back. They had their fun. They probably bought the dream car, dream house, dream bitch. They had the fun, but they realized, okay, let me scale it back. At some point, you can't live your 40s and 50s like you're 20 and 19. You can't live like that. It's okay. I don't really need a house in Cali.
Mayweather's $42 million investment in buildings hasn't gone as planned. Business Insider revealed he isn't the sole owner despite his claims. The actual owners remain unchanged, exposing flaws in his narrative. His business strategy failed to deliver expected returns, marking a significant misstep in his otherwise extravagant lifestyle and raising questions about his ventures.
Floyd Mayweather, in this article, it states that he's spending $402 million in real estate investment in a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio in Upper Manhattan. The portfolio includes over 60 buildings and is one of the city's largest real estate deals of the year.
Wow. Well, thank you, Floyd Mayweather, for investing into New York real estate.
As a longtime associate, Leonard Ellerbe has witnessed how Floyd Mayweather operates in the business world. A key figure at Mayweather's promotions, Ellerbe has seen Floyd's money-handling tactics up close. A major issue surfaced when Floyd allegedly failed to pay Gervonta Tank Davis his full earnings, sparking growing concerns about Mayweather's financial ethics and business integrity.
Floyd, I basically gave him $1 million, came out to Vegas, and they had a whole backstory to that. And I'm pretty sure Leonard was around seeing all that. And what you're saying doesn't sound far-fetched. And I'm not agreeing with you just to agree with you, but like the champ may be hurt just because like you're a human being. You can whoop ass, but you're still a human being, right? You may be hurt that you missed a moment. I've also seen guys where, they moment passed and you try to hold on to things and that becomes an element of it. But then also it's just not a Leonard Ellerbe thing. There's a lot of people who may be in position around Floyd Mayweather, but whatever deal they agreed to at the time didn't allow them to get all the money that they probably could have earned, right? And so he probably sees the infrastructure that Tank doesn't have in the relationship, and he's not saying, hey man, hey, fuck you, champ.
After observing Floyd Mayweather's actions over time, Leonard Ellerbe chose to step down as CEO of Mayweather Promotions. His departure signals rising dissatisfaction within Floyd's inner circle, especially concerning how Floyd handled business matters. Reports suggest a lack of proper compensation and respect for close associates play a key role in Ellerbe's decision to walk away.
Leonard Ellerbe, but also says that they will now be joining forces with Richard Schaefer, Why do you think Leonard Ellerbe stepped down? Is it really the end for Mayweather Promotions? As many people say, lots of their fighters have now walked away from the promotional company. Chime in, tell me what you think.
Leonard Ellerbe's exit from Mayweather Promotions wasn't isolated. Gervonta Davis also left, raising doubts about Floyd Mayweather's management style. Floyd downplayed the situation, claiming he made Tank a millionaire and his departure was personal choice. However, Floyd's dismissive response only intensified speculation about the true reasons behind the growing number of departures.
Gervonta Davis, but I seen recently that he's actually looking to leave. So how does that relationship work? How does that work as far as, grooming somebody, getting them to a point, and then having some differences?
I've always been a gentleman. I've always been respectful. And there's nothing like taking a kid that come from the same background as you and helping them and put them in a position to become a multi-millionaire. You meet a kid, he come up to you for an autograph. You sign an autograph for him, then I tell him, in a few years when you get older, I'm gonna work with you and I'm gonna make you world champion someday. Years later, I started working with him, helped him, pushed him to be great. And if he feels like, his wing, he's grew wings where he can fly and become his own boss, more power to him.
Floyd Mayweather is infamous for flaunting his wealth, splurging on everything from luxury cars to designer clothes. His extravagant lifestyle is a constant feature on social media, where he proudly showcases his riches. However, this relentless spending has sparked concerns about his long-term sustainability, especially when paired with his controversial business practices and questionable financial decisions behind the scenes.
We got options. I got about 100 cars, but right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, Lambo, Maybach, Maybach, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the McLaren, the original McLaren. Bentley, Rolls, the Maybach truck or Maybach truck, whatever you want to call it.
Logan Paul recently threatened legal action against Floyd Mayweather over unpaid millions, vowing to see him in court. Paul claimed Floyd's failure to pay could ultimately land him in prison. This public dispute adds to the growing narrative of Floyd's alleged financial irresponsibility and repeated disregard for contractual obligations.
Or is that something that you can't disclose right now?
He has not paid me in full. That is a fact.
No
Short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this one to court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm with you. I'm not with you. Yeah, we're taking it to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
Yeah, see you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
This isn't the first time Floyd Mayweather has faced legal issues. He's had a troubled history with the law, even serving jail time in the past. Despite his immense wealth, Floyd has often expressed feeling a lack of true freedom, reflecting the hidden cost of fame and fortune. His repeated run-ins with the justice system suggest an ongoing pattern of legal woes closely linked to his financial decisions.
I'm happy to be free. I'm happy to be back, in my children's life.
Rapper 50 Cent shared his experience, recalling how he took over Mayweather Promotions while Floyd was in jail. However, upon Floyd's release, he allegedly overlooked 50's efforts and failed to repay the millions 50 had invested, straining their once close relationship.
It goes on where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying a new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail. Right. So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardless. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Well, I gotta ask you for it.
Right.
And then when
Are we talking over 2 million?
It's about that.
Floyd Mayweather's response to 50 Cent was that he never asked him to step in, reinforcing the narrative of Floyd's disregard for loyalty and business commitments. His history is riddled with scandals, especially financial ones. Notably, there were allegations of him scamming people and failing to pay taxes on his earnings. Another incident involved him reportedly being held hostage in Dubai over unpaid jewelry. These actions have fueled growing skepticism about Floyd's business practices and personal integrity, further tarnishing his reputation despite his immense wealth.
Turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Public perception of Floyd Mayweather's financial practices remains tainted by his past actions. Despite claiming to be a successful businessman, many view him as someone focused on short-term gains rather than long-term stability. His financial decisions, particularly involving friends, partners, and fans, suggest his wealth may be more about spectacle than sound strategy.
AKA Ferrari F50. So 50's obviously going to take any chance that he can to troll Floyd Mayweather. And I don't know how accurate or true this is. 50 said it was true and then removed it off his Instagram like he sometimes does. He'll chime in on things and then remove it. But luckily for me, I know that he does that, so I screenshot everything that he posts. Just because, he'll remove it and then it's hard to find it. I'm like, damn, it was up there. So just for like podcasts and just research purposes, I always screenshot them, have it on my phone. That way if it's removed, it's like, hey, he did post this. So what am I talking about? Let's go over this. 50 Cent has weighed in on a shocking claim in the ongoing spat between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, saying he believes a belief that has allowed him to get in some digs of his own.
When asked about Floyd's alleged hostage situation in Dubai, Leonard Ellerbe chose to remain silent. His decision not to comment has raised questions about the dynamics within Floyd's inner circle. It remains unclear whether Ellerbe's silence reflects loyalty or an acknowledgement of a deeper truth about Floyd's business practices.
My opinion, Tank is the best fighter in the entire world. And another terrific opportunity on June the 15th to go out here and show you guys why he's the top dog.
Just out of curiosity, bro, you said that Floyd was kidnapped by the Abu Dhabi folks. Any comment on that?
And again, like I was just saying, Tank's that guy. And all the guys out there in the weight class and around the weight class, he's coming to get each and every one of you guys.
Floyd Mayweather didn't just spend recklessly. He's been accused of making money through questionable promotions and scams. Allegedly, he took money from fans for events or merchandise that never materialized. A TikTok expose revealed that Mayweather's brand was built more on hype than substance, with many promotions failing to deliver, leaving fans disillusioned.
Flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess what?
And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
there's more
we're not
scamming to be
yet,
done.
and it's not over.
Oh my God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he did.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.
Floyd Mayweather's questionable business practices extend beyond lavish spending to his involvement in promoting cryptocurrency schemes. Despite his immense wealth, he allegedly took millions endorsing fake crypto projects, which ultimately collapsed. This pattern reflects his obsession with capitalizing on every opportunity, regardless of its legitimacy or potential consequences. While Floyd's social media presence presents him as a financial success, the reality may be quite different. Scams, failed investments, and unfulfilled promises have eroded the image he's carefully crafted. Behind the flashy displays of wealth lies a much darker financial reality, suggesting that his empire might be more illusion than substance, with a growing trail of questionable decisions tarnishing his reputation.
At one point, you were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The Centra cards. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So like, what?
We all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked.
It was just knowing, not knowing, right? Like they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. Right. Basically, you speak to his manager.
Yeah.
He's like, this is Floyd's price. And you send the money over, the manager makes his little cut from it, and he just says, what do you want me to say and what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right? And you just basically give him his script and he just does.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates, and we'll see you next time.